Hello and good evening. My name is Phil Vickers and I'm the Head of Research and Development at Shire. I'd like to take a moment to congratulate Dr. Steve Groft for his Lifetime Achievement Award at this year's Tribute to Champions of Hope event. Steve is most deserving of this award in recognition of his 30-plus year career where he has made unparalleled contributions to the lives of patients in the rare and genetic disease community.
Steve Groft is the type of person who doesn't take credit for himself. He's an incredible leader, and part of that is because he doesn't seek acclaim or recognition, and everybody recognizes that they can trust him to do the right thing and to advance the field of rare disorders without causing any animosity. And in fact, he brings a lot of people together the way that nobody else really does in this field.
He reminded me of a general that had an army at his disposal, and whatever platoon or unit needed his help at that time, he was willing to go call in the required troops. So because he recognized that we were at a war with Sturge-Weber, which is my particular disease, but he also recognized that we were in a war against rare disease, and that he was the front line for that, and he was always willing to, proverbially take the bullet.
I just remember Steve always being a kind, thoughtful person.
Somebody who is really self-deprecating, who doesn't have ego, who's able to put his own agenda aside and really understand what it is he has to give to the community that comes from his heart, that comes from his soul.
Who would listen to a question, who would give advice, who would give an answer, because he seemed to care.
A man who really loves the people he works with.
He and his staff have done a remarkable job with meager resources over many years in leading a fight when no one would take it on.
Sometimes I would call him up and ask him a question, and completely away from the question that I asked, he would come back and tell me about a meeting that he had a few days before with the leader of a group that was just starting on a very rare disease, and it's the first time he heard about it. And he would tell me the symptoms of the disease and the political problems that the leader was having and getting more attention and so forth. And he would get so involved with these. He had a passion. It was hard to find people in the government that had an equivalent passion for rare disease issues.
He's dedicated his life, his professional life, and a large part of his personal life to advancing the investigation and treatment of patients who have rare disorders, and he's become an incredible force in the community.
He became so knowledgeable on the subject. You could ask him a question about orphan drugs and he'll dig back to some report he read from the 1970s and he'll be able to tell you.
Steve has impacted the lives of patients in the rare disease community in many ways. Since the introduction of the Orphan Drug Act in the USA, he's made unparalleled contributions to translate that act into meaningful benefit to R&D for the treatment of rare diseases. More recently, he's taken a leading role in implementing disease registries that will provide powerful insights into the nature of rare disease, which can then be translated into new therapies for patients.
He gave us a place where we were, scarred by this battle that each of us waged for our own particular disease, and he taught us how to take those battle scars and turn them into stars that light the sky and the dark nights for everyone at times when you think there's no one there, but you look up and you know all the other rare diseases are there with you and you're not alone.
You've earned this over and over. On behalf of all of us, I know you'll say, but I want you deep down to really appreciate how much we love you and how much we believe that you've given to this community and beyond and for years to come.
I would say congratulations, one of the best pieces of Pennsylvania to come and help the world and make a difference, and your mom and daddy have to be so proud of you, and I'm so grateful to have known you.
Have well-earned retirement, even though I know that you're not thinking of it, but I want to tell Jan, never lose hope.
So I say thank you for for giving it to me.
So Steve, many congratulations for such a well-deserved award to somebody that's provided so much benefit to patients around the world for so many years. It truly is a pleasure to work with you.